We left Fort Gibson and headed on down 10, and just a few miles down 10 from Fort Gibson is the Gruber Off-Road Vehicle Area. It's a really cool area, just even to go hiking. People don't realize how great, what a great facility it is, and you don't even have to have a dirt bike if you don't want. You can just go hiking out there, and it's some beautiful, beautiful scenery.
And it's really a neat off-road riding area. Got almost everything from the rock for the trials guys, muddy trails to woods riding. We met Mike Ward down there, who's been the president of the Gruber Trust for quite some time. Really nice fella, rides street bikes and dirt bikes, and races cross country and enduros and things like that. And he showed us around, and I attempted to keep up with him on the GS, which this was the first time I'd had it on anything beyond a gravel road, and it was rather enlightening. Well, we dropped down here to the Gruber Off-Road Vehicle Area, and I'm here with Mike Ward, who is the chairman of the Gruber Recreational Vehicle Trust. And Mike, how long has this been a place where you could come and play in the dirt?
We actually got the land in 1990.
Okay.
Next March will be 20 years. It was land that was surplus land donated by the Department of the Interior.
Okay.
We've got 455 acres. It's open all year round. It's free. The only time we've ever closed the park was during a racing event. We would have a cross country or an enduro.
Okay.
And, then we've had a couple of four-wheel drive clubs come out.
So there's no land use fee, there's no permits required?
The only time we charge anybody is if they use the electricity. If they have a motorhome, we have electrical hookups available. We've got 2 pavilions, some charcoal grills. There's no water or restrooms. You have to, fend for yourself there.
Okay.
But, it's
a small price to pay.
It's pretty primitive.
And the trails out here, I mean, there's some rocky terrain, and but there's a little bit of everything, right?
A little bit of everything.
You've got some mud down there, and we're right between the Arkansas River and Highway 10.
Yeah, it's pretty scenic. We've got tight woods, dirt bike stuff, and
right.
Open stuff for like what the four-wheel drives and the side-by-sides and the quads like to ride on. So,
right.
We welcome, like I say, everybody, whether it's mountain bikes or just hikers. It's open to camping all year round. There's no hunting allowed inside the park.
Okay.
And it's kind of a pack-in, pack-out honor system as far as the trash. If you don't take it back with you, I have to come pick it up.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's go touring around. Don't go too fast, though. This thing's heavy.
Okay. Sounds great.
We get up there, and I had to park the Aprilia and then start making bets with some of the crew that stayed behind if Rex and the cameraman would make it out of the woods.
Yeah, I followed Mike down one of the easier trails out there at Gruber, and on the big GS it was pretty challenging, especially when you've got a passenger on the back, because one of our cameramen, Jason, was riding on the back trying to get some footage. And that was a little bit scary for both of us, and so we kind of came to a mutual agreement that it might be best if he walked the rest of the way. My definition of off-roading is quite a bit milder than Mike's. It's a little bit rocky there. That gets a little bit scary. Then we got back there, back to this really cool overlook right above the Arkansas River, and some other riders met us that are with OCRA, which is the Oklahoma Cross Country Racing Association, and they put on a little off-road riding show for us. That was a lot of fun. While we were at Gruber, we all got to like kind of ride a dirt bike again for the first time in I don't know how long. And some of the folks in the crew who'd never ridden a dirt bike got their chance to experience the fun of off-road riding.
And then we find out that Jason has never even ridden a dirt bike. So that was fun to watch. That was entertaining.
Got the wrong shoes on, that just came into my foot.
You want me to start it?
Been a while, huh?
No gas.
Well, you might give it just a tad.
About clutch in.
When we're leaving like Gruber, there's this dude like in this wagon, like this horse-drawn wagon that looks like, you know, like the Jodes are heading out to California or something. It was very odd.
As we're coming up on it at speed, and I notice he's got a cage underneath with a chicken.
Had a chicken in a basket hanging off the back of it and stuff, and the guy parks by this creek, and I mean it was like very odd.
That's all I can see. I damn near ran into the thing because I'm staring at the chicken underneath this rolling carny.
One of the guys in the crew said he had a laptop, but I'm not so sure about that.
He had a chicken-powered laptop.
I think he was just whittling on something. He was searching for whittling. He Googled whittle.
The chicken and Jason almost flying off the back of the bike. That was the highlight of the day.
Hey, put down that remote. We'll be right back.